It's time for another segment of Designed by Drew, where we get to create a brand new space for incredible people. And today's Designed by Drew viewer thinks she's here for some design advice and has no idea that we actually have a brand new room waiting for her behind those doors. Okay, first, let's meet the mom whose strength and positivity are truly inspiring. Take a look.
My name's Kerin Mackechnie. I live in Scarborough, Maine. I have two little boys, Jack and Drew, who are 6 and 9 years old. I met Ian, we were both 22 years old, and within about an hour or so, I knew he was the one, and I leaned over and whispered in my friend's ear, "This is the guy I'm gonna marry." The happiest that Ian and I have ever been was that summer when we first moved into our house in Scarborough. It's our dream home, and we put in a lot of love into pretty much every single room except for our master bedroom. Our thought was, that's the only room that nobody goes in but us, so let's put all our time and effort and money into the rest of the house. We knew we needed to buy some new decorative items and kind of spruce the place up, make it our own. And so I went to Christmas tree shop, being on the tight budget I was on. And so I came home with this sailboat painting, and I said, "Ian, someday my bedroom will match this painting, and this will work on the walls in there, and it will go." And he was like, "Okay, all right, someday, not now, but I agree, someday." One of the happiest days of our lives was the day that Drew was born, but it was the day after that in the hospital that Ian's mom looked at him and said, "Your coloring looks off. It looks different, and I think you should go get it checked out." And he was diagnosed with leiomyosarcoma. His reaction was always, "Okay, so what do I do next?" No chemo scared him, no surgery. He just wanted to know what was next. He wanted to beat it, and he wanted to beat it because he had two little boys at home, and he had me, and he had this whole life ahead of us. I remember saying goodbye to Ian when I had to bring him to the hospice house, and I knew he was never gonna come back to this house. And I remember saying to him, "We painted every wall. We've done everything to this house together. You will always be in this house with us." Ian is a part of our life every single day. Everything's daddy this, daddy that. We have photo montage videos of him that my kids will say, "Friday night, instead of a movie, can we watch daddy's video?" And we have a lot of fun. There's no way I can waste this life that Jack and Drew and I have together on not being happy and enjoying everything we get to see and everything we get to experience. It's hard, but I can't not do that for him.
Okay. Why and how do you know that positivity really is an answer for you, or could be an answer for anyone?
I don't think there's really any other option. Life's short. Things happen that you have no idea. You don't know what tomorrow's going to bring. So I live every day knowing that a lot of bad can happen, whether it's cancer, whether it's COVID. Life can change on a whirlwind, and staying positive and trying to be the best person you can be and be happy, why not? Like, why would you not want to do that, right?
I couldn't agree more. Like, when a choice doesn't seem easy that day, what do you turn to go and get back to that positivity?
Yeah, for me, honestly, it's that Ian doesn't even have that choice anymore. And I have these two little boys who were 4 and 6 when their dad passed away. And their dad is and always will be and should be their hero. And I live every day, and there's things I get to see and experience and do and laugh and have fun. And Ian would give anything to do those things with us. And watching someone go through cancer, to watch someone who is saying, "Okay, what's next? Okay, I'll do that chemo. Sure, I'll try that surgery." How can I not now live and be like, of course I'm gonna have fun? Like, he made these horrible choices just because he wanted to be able to have fun and continue to have fun someday. I'm healthy, I'm able to have that fun with Jack and Drew and, you know, show them that life can be really hard. And It's just about looking at what you can change, what you can be in control of, and finding the positives, being happy, and being kind.
I know in honoring your home, you know, you've taken care of the kids' spaces and you've, you know, fixed up everything and done your little things, and you've left this bedroom sort of as a last step. And I would imagine that changing the bedroom probably has a lot of emotional ties to it as well now. Like, is there any conflict, or does it seem like, okay, it's time? What is going on in you? What's your inner dialogue?
Yeah, so 2020 was like kind of a turning point for me going into 2020. And at the beginning of the year, his clothes were still everywhere. My closet was half my clothes, half his clothes. And I think it was after COVID hit, where it was like, you know, we're all now in our homes and kind of analyzing and thinking about our lives even in a deeper level, right? And it was sort of like, I think I'm ready to put these away. They're in the basement in bins. They're not going anywhere, but they're not in my bedroom. So that was my first big step. And then next has been, okay, I gotta get rid of the stripes. I've now at the point where I know that Ian wants me to be happy. And I think that any positive thing that happens to me and the kids, I do believe that he can see me. I think he sees us. I choose to believe that. I have to believe that he sees all the things that Jack and Drew do and that I do. And I think he'd be really happy and ready that I'm now mentally in a place where I can say, okay, I can make this what we always wanted it to be. It goes along with the whole 2020 for me moving forward and making these strides that I really wasn't able to do. He passed away in 2018. I wasn't able to do that until I all of a sudden was. And that's okay.
I think it's just incredibly healthy, and I'd be honored to discuss it with you. Yeah. I live for design.
I've heard that, and I think that sounds amazing. I'll take any advice I can get.
Perfect, and I know where your heart is at, so we're going to do this respectfully and thoughtfully.
Perfect.